Hi.
Are we good in the back?
How do you have stats?
We're getting them right now.
How are you going to feel tomorrow to come off your house? How am I going to feel about it? I think you're going to figure out. I think it's going to be adrenaline.
Yeah. That's why I was
Did
good
you
today.
end up on the floor a few times there?
Oh my God, really?
Oh, yeah.
Every time she
It's tough. It was a physical game?
Oh, yeah. It was pretty much dogfight. Yeah.
We don't like it any other way, though. It's the only way we know how to play.
I don't know if it's a rivalry, but it's
Do you guys want to go ahead and start with the opening statement, and then as stats come through, we can go through them? Okay. So everybody, welcome back. We are going to start with an opening statement from the coach, and then go from there.
Yeah, just a really gritty win by this squad. Just really proud. It's not easy to battle back 13 in the second half, and we were able to do that. And, what we talked about all game was just getting to that point where we were in battle mode and ignoring the scoreboard and just fighting for each other. And obviously, offensively, Valpo came out very hot. And so we just had to mentally sustain, their run. And I thought we did that. Came out second half confident. We got, really did some nice work in the paint, and we defended on the other end, and it's exactly what we needed. Really proud of this team.
There's stats coming. Brew.
just like the way that Valpo came out. I mean, they totally found out they shoot a lot of threes. I don't think they took their second three until late in the second quarter. I mean, do you expect that kind of aggressive going to the basket over and over and over again at that?
No. I think that's what caught us off guard. I think you named it, like they play inside and out, but it was very clear that Mary wanted them to attack us from the start, and they were committed to getting that paint. I think at halftime they had shot 5 threes, which is like crazy for Valpo. So I think that caught us off guard. But I think we regrouped at halftime. We got in stances. We tried to take away number 22's right hand, and I thought we did that well. And I mean, she had, I think, 7 or 8 of their 17 field goals in the first half. So, we really focused on limiting her, but really impressive effort by Valpo.
And I want to ask one of the players, just I covered Valpo, by the way, just like how soon is it like, whoa, this is going to be maybe a different kind of a game than maybe we kind of had expectation going into?
This was kind of our tiebreaker, so I knew it was going to be like a really hard game. I didn't take them lightly at all, so being able to just adjust to it, we had to learn to adjust in the second half, but yeah. So.
Yeah, I think, it's tournament time. So I don't think we came in by any means thinking this was going to be a cakewalk. We knew it was going to be a battle. That's exactly what it was. I do think they kept us a little bit off balance. I think they were in like a matchup zone at first, and we hadn't seen that yet. So it took us a little bit of time to adjust to that. But once we did, I thought our offense got flowing.
Absolutely. In the back?
How was the mentality changed at halftime for you guys?
That's a good question for them because they shifted.
I would say from the beginning, our main focus was stopping their main player. She's like the head of the Dragon, number 22. But I feel like when we went into the halftime, we kind of had to get a reality check, knowing like what's the scouts say, holding in on our defense, and just going from there. And we did that, finishing out the game.
Yeah, I would say, building off what Jada said, it's understanding that what you thought was a battle in regular season and how hard you have to fight on that court, it's do or die. You're ending somebody's season potentially. So what you thought you could bring, I think they figured out at halftime they had to up the ante a whole lot more. They battled in the first half. Valpo shot it really well, but they were relentless. We were relentless in that second half, and I think that was the biggest difference. And when it's win or go home, you have no choice but to be relentless.
You mentioned Leah Ernest a couple times, but 11, Nevaeh Jackson, looked like you had a longer-ish conversation with her in the handshake.
Yeah.
Just kind of what I can ask what
Yeah, absolutely. So her brother, Jalen Jackson, actually was a freshman at UIC and just a great kid. We'd always, I'm sure they did too, we'd always talk to him and just big fans of his. And then also just both Sanaya and sorry,
Okay.
both Jackson's twins. They had a phenomenal freshman season, like incredibly just impressed with them. So just, I mean, it's tough. You know, they just battled, and I was just giving them some words of encouragement. You know, they got a bright future ahead of them, and told them to say hi to their brother as well.
In the middle.
And Coach, what did you tell your team at halftime and towards the second half in those timeout breaks when you guys were trailing?
Yeah. My biggest thing, honestly, it wasn't a whole lot about scheme. It was about heart. Like, they had to find the heart. They had to raise the level of intensity. And, man, it might have been one of my proudest moments at UIC to date because I saw just incredible fight out there for that second half, and it gave me goosebumps. And at times, people were coming to the bench with big bruises on their face and tears sometimes, but they were just so hungry, and I just saw so much heart and fire and fight in their eyes, and that's exactly where you want to be as a coach.
In the back.
Jada, you are now the 9th leading scorer at UIC.
Thank you.
Now, how does it feel to be able to perform that way and on the stage to support your team?
Yeah, like she said, it's just do or die right now. I just want to do what was best for my team. So just going out there, focusing on what we need to focus on. And yeah, that's what I just want to do for my team.
You're speaking to an incredibly humble young lady. You know, we need Jada to step up like that. Jada can score the ball. We need her to. Jada can also defend. She's an incredible player on both ends of the court, and I'm very, very proud of her fight tonight.
Questions.
Mental toughness, going into the half, sort of piggybacking off the gentleman here. Can you speak to the mental toughness, because when things aren't going your way and there's still another half and you know they can perform, and I guess can you speak to that going into the second half and then maybe going into tomorrow?
Yeah. You know, the fight that you saw out there from my team in the second half is exactly what we've been trying to find all year long. We've been trying to put 40 full minutes together just like that. And, you know, we have a lot of new faith. This is a relatively green team in terms of playing together. You know, we have a lot of transfers, you know, mixing with people like Jada McLeod and Danny who have been here. But I think they found it. I think they found it on their own. I think they were pushed to find it because they knew there was no tomorrow. And I think once you feel that feeling and you know what that feeling, it's an amazing feeling. It's, you know, as hard as it is, as sore as your body is, as much as you gave, it's the best feeling in the world. You know, as an athlete, I used to be able to experience that. It's like, once you feel it, you can replicate it, right? And so we're expecting that same relentless effort tomorrow. Start to finish, though.
Any more questions from the media? All right. That'll be it. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Good luck. We are joined by head coach Mary Evans of Valparaiso, as well as Leah Ernest and Sanaya Jackson. We'll start with an opening statement from head coach Mary Evans and then open it up for any questions.
First and foremost, I mean, UIC played one heck of a basketball game. They played extremely hard. And I thought we matched that physicality for most of the night. And I'm really proud of this group. I think they came in here with a lot of energy and a lot of fight and played a lot of really solid minutes tonight. But when it comes to basketball at this time of year, you got to really lock in on defense and rebounding, and I thought the offensive rebounding from UIC really was the big difference tonight. But super proud of how they fought and stayed together all year long. Really fought through a lot of adversity, and you know that's the time in life when you grow the most. And I think this team has grown through a lot of this adversity, and you don't grow during comfortable moments. You grow through tough times, and this team's had some tough times this year, and we've gotten a lot closer. And I'm proud of the way they stayed together, and I hate to see the season end because I really loved coaching this group. I love these young women to death, and you know, I look forward to them getting a week off, and then I look forward to getting back to work with them.
We'll open it for questions in the back.
How did not having a true big affect the inside game on both ends of the floor?
Is that to me?
Yeah.
You know, I think it's a double-edged sword. Where it hurts us is obviously the defensive side of things, the rebounding, the basketball. But I think it's also a big strength for us offensively. We're able to bring them out to the perimeter and attack, and I think you probably saw some of that where we were able to get our bigs going in to either score themselves, or I thought we did a really good job in the first half and even at the start of the third quarter of getting in and getting to 2 feet and sharing the basketball and finding open players. So that's part of our strategy, is to be able to take advantage of that matchup offensively. We've just got to shore up some things with our rebounding, our blocking out, and we will spend quite a bit of time this offseason on that.
Leah, you had a game high 17 points in the first half. So what happened in that second half?
Well, they did not want me to have another 17, and hats off to them. Yeah, I could tell they're keen in on me, and I've got to play a lot better in the second half. I take this one fully. I got to share the ball better. I got to not turn it over. But yeah, hats off to UIC. They took away my strength, and I'm going to keep working on my weaknesses, and yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Mary, I'll start with you. Was this game a microcosm of the year? And again, like, there's been games where it's been 30 minutes and then it fades. It's been 35 minutes and it fades. This felt like it was 38 minutes and then it shifted. Is this what the team has been all year?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that we really played a full 40 of our best basketball, but I mean, this group, I mean, that's a physical game. I mean, you're pressed for 40 minutes. We've got our true point guard in the locker room with a concussion. You know, we're out there asking our bigs to handle the ball against pressure for 40 minutes, and you know, at times that worked really well, and other times we had some turnovers that were very costly. And you know, you hate to see injuries happen. You hate to see them happen to really great people, and we've got 2 young ladies out right now that would have been really beneficial against the pressure. And hopefully we'll be able to get the one back, and it's part of the game. You got to figure out a way, and I thought this team bought into the adjustments we made. Obviously, she's been handling the ball a little bit more. Layla Gold's been handling the ball as a 5, getting this into our offense, but that's not their natural position. So obviously, during tense and pressure-filled moments, sometimes those can kind of come back and bite you. But we're going to continue to work on utilizing that.
And Leah, the same question for you. I mean, is this game kind of indicative of what you guys have been experiencing all year?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, it's just, I feel like we played our first half. That was really nice basketball in there, and then into the first immediate timeout. Yeah, I guess I just kind of second all of what Coach Evans said.
Sanaya, how hungry does this make you to want to get back to this tournament next year and to continue to fight through and advance?
Pretty hungry, I'd say. I really like this group of people, so obviously, like, without the seniors, like, it is going to be a little different for me, because they taught us freshmen a lot of what, like, we've grown a lot this year. Like, we came in and we were, like, clueless. Like, we didn't know anything. Like, this is our first time, but they really guided us, and with their footsteps, like, that's something that we can pick up on, and I feel like next year we're going to be even better, and just really grinding in the off season and just making sure we get better with things that we're lacking.
Leah, the foul calls were way such a big number that it's got to be asked? Like, was it just the physicalness of the game? How did that play out for you?
Yeah, I mean, I always try to stay pretty true to never blame the refs for a loss. I mean, unless it's like totally just like outrageous. And yeah, it was a little lopsided tonight. But and of course I personally would have liked some calls to go more my way on some of those drives. I thought the contact was pretty similar, but you know, we just have to play through it. We have to. That's definitely not something that's been like new to us. That's been happening all year with just some of our fouling issues that we've had. So we needed to do a little bit better job of coming together and fighting through that and just, you know, kind of taking it as it came. So.
And I want to ask, you were grabbing your hand a lot during the game. Did you smack it at some point, or what?
I don't really know what happened. That's not my skin for if there's like anyone looking at it. But at some point early in the game, I got cut. I think someone had their nails done. So and I don't think I got the foul call on that either. Just so we're all fair, you know, just so everyone knows. But yeah. So I just it didn't really hurt that bad, but I just didn't want to have to come out because of blood again.
Sure.
Mary, it was aggressive to the basket to start the game. I mean, with just how much you like playing that style and getting out to a good interior jump
Yeah.
game.
I think it's the main reason why we shot the ball so well. I mean, I thought our threes came from inside out action. I don't think we settled to just pop back screens and catch and shoot threes. So we were really aggressive to the rim. You know, that's how we should play, and I thought we did a really good job of that most of the night. You know, we just have to be able to finish the game a little bit better.
In the back.
Question for the players. What can the team build on with 3 of the starters being freshmen?
Well, I can answer that well tonight, I think, says the freshman. I think we just have to keep building on just our skills. I think just in general, making sure that we can stay consistent throughout the course of the game, throughout the course of a weekend, throughout the course of a season, and then just keep building our chemistry because I've enjoyed nothing more than playing with all of the freshmen this year, for all the way down, as well as the rest of the team, but just the freshmen specifically. They brought a whole new type of life and energy to our team that we've been missing pretty much my entire time here. And I just applaud them so much. They've been such a joy. So I think it's just continuing to grow in our chemistry and to grow in their knowledge and to, as a collective, building our skills as individuals and as a whole team.
I just think for us freshmen, like, playing against girls that have, like, built their body for, like, 3 or 4 years, like, we're really, like, we need to get stronger, and that's something that we're definitely going to work on. But it takes a lot of getting used to playing with girls that are really strong, so that's something that we definitely have to get better at. So.
Samaya, if you had a word of wisdom for Lexi coming into next year, what would you leave with her?
She's my bestie.
What advice would you give to her coming into her freshman year?
Just gotta work hard. It's not easy. Like, I had no intent of accomplishing some of the things I did this year. I just came in and I was willing to work hard every single day, and things will come to you if you just keep working hard. So she definitely needs to just keep working hard, have positive attitude, and things will be handed to her. So. Yeah.
Any more questions from the media? Alrighty. Thank you, ladies. Good luck.